Oh, okay. And the other thing I wanted to show is here, I'm going to present something. I want to show you guys again our YouTube channel, which has a playlist for the tech slams. So if you ever want to see a tech slam, we have a playlist for tech slams only. And then we also have playlists for every tool. So there is a WeVideo playlist, which I am going to show you here. Okay. Do you guys see the WeVideo playlist? Somebody give me a thumbs up or yes. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so this is the WeVideo playlist. We have one video that was made by our very own Sandy Mills from Riley. It's a really nice kind of overview of how to record and edit videos. But then also there's a teacher named Jennifer Lieben who is in Elmhurst, School District 205, which is where I live and my kids go. She's a middle school kind of a creative computer teacher and art teacher, and my daughter actually has her currently. But she's kind of well known in the ed tech world, and she makes amazing videos, like tutorial videos. She's a WeVideo expert. She represents them at conferences and things like that. So I have put a bunch of her short WeVideo videos on our playlist because these are way better than anything I could do. And also a disclaimer that I am not a WeVideo expert. Basically, what I'm going to show you today is pretty much the extent of my skills. But know that WeVideo is very robust and can do pretty much anything that you would want to do. And if you're interested in really diving in and doing green screen and effects and all kinds of stuff, that's possible in WeVideo. So don't think that just because what I'm going to show you is fairly basic, that there's not more to do, because there really is. So I also want to show you in WeVideo. So this is what it looks like. This is I'm an administrator, so I have kind of the keys to the software. And then there's two ways that you can become part of our district subscription, because we do have a paid subscription to WeVideo. It's not district-wide, but we have like 6,000 licenses, so we have a lot of licenses. So some people will have their students get a license if they're going to be using it with students. This is more at the middle school. But there have been some elementary teachers who will be using WeVideo with students. And then also you as teachers can take a license as well. We still have a few hundred licenses. So if you are interested and don't have one currently, there's basically two ways you can get the district subscription. So one, if you already have a free WeVideo subscription, like you've gone to WeVideo, you've signed up with Google, because it is Google integrated, and you have just the free basic version, you can then upgrade. Just email me. So say, Alicia, I want to upgrade my free subscription, and I'll send you the code that you use to upgrade. If you do not have WeVideo at all, email me and tell me that, and then I'm going to send you a link to just join. You don't have to create a free one and then use the code. I'll just send you a link. So there's kind of two different ways that you can join. So just after this, email me and I can hook you up. Okay, without further ado, this is WeVideo. So first of all, they have a really awesome help section. And the help section is just in the with the little question mark here. First of all, they have this educator's guide. You just click get started, and it's basically a big Google Doc that is excellent. So I would open that up, have it just there for reference. Very clear, very user-friendly. They also have inspirational kind of ideas. So if you want ideas to see what other people have done, you can click here. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but if you're ready to kind of dig deeper and go further, I would take that like as a next step. Then this is neat. It's a little tutorial that walks you through how to make a WeVideo video. So I did this when I first started using WeVideo, and it was pretty helpful. You know, it like tells you now add a photo and now add a media, and it provides all of the photos and media, so you don't have to like find random stuff to try. This tutorial actually has all the stuff you need, and then it kind of walks you through making one. So it's pretty good. Then they've got all these little short videos and a really good support section. So this will be your friend for sure. Okay. So I'm basically going to show you what I do when I make WeVideos. So pretty much all the tutorials that are up on our YouTube channel, I have made with WeVideo. And this is what I do, starting from scratch. So first, you'll go to projects, and you can see these are all the different projects I've done. And then you'll just click the plus to create a new one. And then let's just say Text Slam test right here. And you can give it a description if you want to. You can make projects collaborative. And so this is if you are having a big project for your students and you want people to work together. I've never personally done this, but there are options for collaborative and shared videos. I always just do personal. All right. If you have media already that you know you want to add, you can select something, but I don't at the moment. So I just click next. Okay, so basically I've created my project and now I'm ready to do it. So I'm going to create a video. It also gives you options to do templates. If you've never done a template, I always just start from scratch, but I would like to someday, I guess, explore some of these. So they've got different templates. The meme one is new. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it sounds cool. All right, I just always do blank edit and then start. And now they're kind of getting your dashboard ready, right? So the first thing you'll see is they have so because we have a WeVideo paid subscription, we have tons of awesome media, like a media library that we have access to. So I have never used any of these either, but it's kind of cool. So like, let's say they've got an example here, you typed in chemistry. They've got all these clips that you can add to your video of various chemistry related things. So let's say I typed in ocean, tons of ocean scenes and ocean clips. So definitely, I mean, tons and tons and tons of stuff that you can use. They have backgrounds, like images, and then also video clips that you can add to your videos as well. As I said, I've never used any of these. So I always go to my media because basically I'm either uploading like a Screencastify. That's what I do 90% of the time is I've done a Screencastify recording, demonstrating a tool or something like that. And then I download that to my computer. Okay, so that's usually where I start, is I need to add that video from Screencastify that I've downloaded to my computer into WeVideo. So basically there's 3 ways that you can get your media into your WeVideo. So the first way is, like I said, import. So I'm just going to click drag and drop. I just made this one today, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then depending on how long it is, it takes a few seconds to a minute or two to finish up importing. This was only 2 minutes, so you can see the little blue line is still kind of importing. So while that's importing, the other 2 ways that I'll show you in a minute that you can add media, and this is really cool, is record and narrate. And so basically record is exactly what you do with Screencastify. You can record your screen, you can record a webcam, just like your webcam, or you can record screen plus webcam. So basically, this could take the place of Screencastify because there's unlimited length. The only thing is I don't believe with WeVideo, if you record your screen, you can get the audio to play. Like if you showed a YouTube video and you wanted to record that sound, you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to do it with Screencastify. And then Narrate is where you can actually either just record your voice, and I'll show you that in a minute, but you can create a podcast, like or an audio recording that you want to then insert into a Google slideshow or something like that. You can also do voiceover for your video. All right, so this is still syncing. So what I do usually when this is still syncing is now I'm going to add a background, because I like when I have my opening, title come up, I like to have it on kind of a fun background. So again, with the paid version, we have lots of different options. So I kind of like this one. So what I do is I drag it down into my timeline. There's 2 different ways that you can interact with your video: timeline version, which is what I use, and storyboard version, which I've never used. So this is what the timeline version looks like. Okay, so I'm going to drag the bubbles down here. And then the other thing that I usually do is I find my title. So this is the one that I use almost exclusively. So I'm going to sit that one up on top of my background. And then if I want to change the words and the colors, I just double click on it. So I can say TechSlam WeVideo, and then I can change the color. To make it look exactly how I want to. And then I would click Save Changes. Okay. Then if I want to see what it looks like so far, this is a little guy that kind of drags where I am at in my video, and I can drag it back to the top. This is my preview window, and I can click play, and I can see what it looks like. Okay. The next thing that I do is I like to add some audio. And adding audio is just right here. So all the stuff at the top is stuff that you can drop into your video to kind of make it fancier. And then again, because we have the paid version, we have all kinds of premium music. Depending on the mood, depending on the mood that I want, I can choose. I usually, for my little videos, go for cheerful, So I often do one of these Happy Mondays. So I just grab that, drag it down, and I put that in audio. Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll just refresh it. So I just put the audio layer underneath it.
Alicia, for your video, how do you know which one you want to put in video 1 or 2? Like you put your background in video 1 and your title in video 2. How does it matter?
Yeah, I've experimented with that, Kate. So I found that in order for the words to appear over the background properly, I needed to have the words, like the text, in video 2 and the background in video 1. So some of this is just trial and error. I'm not always patient enough to read all the documentation, so I just kind of throw stuff around and see what happens. So that's what happened when I did. I tried first putting the text in video 1 and the bubbles in video 2, but it didn't look the way I wanted it to. So this is what I found. And if you don't even use a background, then you can have your title in video 1. If you just want a black background while your title is going, you can have the text in video 1 instead. Okay, so I'm not gonna do audio again, just in case that it kills it again. But basically, you just drag your audio down into this audio layer, and then you can shorten it. You can even adjust the volume as well. Okay, so let's go back to my media, and I can see. Let's see. There we go. Where did that go? Okay. Sorry, let me try that one more time. Okay, I'm just going to try that one more time. So I did see there was a question. Looks like we can share and work on it as a team. Yes, we're thinking for our virtual field day. Oh, that's cool. Have you ever worked on a shared video with this? I have not, Jeff. I haven't had the occasion to do a shared video. So if anybody on here has, feel free to chime in. But I'm almost positive that you can't work on it at the same time like a Google Doc, but you all would have access to it to do anything that you wanted to it. So you can just share it with whoever needs to collaborate. But again, I don't think you can be working on it at the same time. Okay. Let's see. The other thing that you can do with WeVideo videos that you've imported is you can trim them. You can cut off the top, you can cut off the end, you can cut up the middle. So usually when I record a video, I'll kind of wait for a few seconds before I start talking. And then same at the end, I won't stop the video as soon as I stop talking. I'll just stop talking, give it a few seconds so that I can trim it properly in the WeVideo environment. So let's see, Kelly, can you describe or explain the benefit of inserting the Screencastify video versus taking the video in WeVideo? So that's a good question. I don't know if the record feature in Screencast or in WeVideo is new, or if I just didn't discover it until a few weeks ago. So honestly, I don't know. If you need audio, or if you need audio from like a tab that you're recording, I think you need to use Screencastify, because you can then enable that system audio so that you can capture the sound. I tried it with WeVideo and it didn't capture sound that I was trying to record, like from the actual computer. It captured my voice, of course. But if you have this WeVideo subscription, if you're part of our district subscription, then you can just operate completely within the WeVideo environment, which is pretty cool. All right, so here's my video, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it into video 1. Okay, so now I can, okay, so it died again. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let's try, I'm going to try to show you the record feature. So basically, I have showed you to import. You just click import, and then you just import whatever is saved onto your computer, and then you can drag it into your timeline. But what if I wanted to just record from scratch? So it's kind of similar to Screencastify. So let's say I wanted to record my screen. Next, prompts you to make sure that it knows what microphone you want to use. And then if you've got multiple screens open, it'll ask you which screen you want to record, share your screen. So it's basically the same kind of thing as Screencastify. It looks really similar. I tried it for the first time just this morning, and it is very easy. So you can see right now it's sharing my screen. And when I'm done, I just click stop sharing. And then here's a preview. I can watch the preview. I can either record it again, or I can save it. So let's say I want to save it. And now here it is in my timeline. So it's really simple. And so Kelly, to your question, I don't know. I mean, I think when our paid version of Screencastify runs out, because it was from the company upgrading people that were affected by COVID. When that runs out, I would say just use WeVideo if you want to record screens or webcams. So again, you would go to My Media, because it's not their stock footage, it's your media that you're adding, record, and then narrate. So there's two ways or two reasons why you might want to narrate. So one is, let's say I want to do a podcast, or I just want to have straight audio. I don't need any kind of video. I'm not doing it over like a voiceover. I'm just recording an audio link for whatever reason. And I think at Riley, they used this or something like it for student podcasting, which is pretty cool. So all that you do, you don't need to click this preview while recording, because you're not adding a voiceover onto video. You're literally just recording your voice like a radio. You just click the record. And this was cool. Again, I tried it this morning. You can see it's recording my voice. So right now I'm finished. And when I'm done, I can click the check, saving to the server. I'm not having very good luck with WeVideo this morning, but that's basically it. It was super easy. It was very clear. So again, narrate. So that's if I just want to do straight up podcasting or straight up video link. If I wanted to, let's say, insert my voice and do a voiceover over something that like video that I'm recording, like maybe I'm doing some kind of a demonstration in math, or I'm creating something out of clay and I want to do a voiceover, I would then drag my little guy here to the point in the video when I want to add my voiceover. and I would release, and then I would click audio. No, sorry, I would click my media, narrate. And this time I do want to preview while recording, but I don't want to hear any music or anything that might be in the background. And so this way I can see the timeline of the video as it's going, so I know kind of how to speak and what I'm describing. So I would just do that, and then I would, again, click the little microphone button, and then I could say, here's the text slam, the WeVideo text slam, and then I would go on from there. When I'm finished, I click the stop, and then I would click the check, which will probably kill my WeVideo again, but that's basically it. And then when you're finished, so let's say I've got my video is completely finished and I'm ready to go. All I do is I click the little finish button up here, and I think I might be frozen again. So anyway, you click the finish button, and then once you click finish, and then I think there's like some screens that just prompt you to possibly save. Do you want to save it to your Google Drive? Do you want to save it to WeVideo? You know, there's a few options. Then you just click save, and then depending on the length of your video, it'll take anywhere from a couple minutes to, you know, several more minutes, and then it will be an export. And from the export, you can share it on social media, you can add it to YouTube, you can download it. So I usually download and then upload to my YouTube channel, to our YouTube channel. And that's kind of how we interact with WeVideo. So I guess what I would say is definitely explore it. Don't get overwhelmed by all of the features. Just kind of start small and try adding your own media, try adding some music. The music is super fun to explore. Add a background, text, and definitely use the help section. And let me know if you need the upgraded account. So that's really it. And I can't really show you too much more because I think WeVideo is just not cooperating this morning. So are there any questions, or anybody used it that has an example or comment or anything like that? Kelly, we just send you an email for upgraded account. Yeah, so if you could let me know in your email, I already have a free account, then I'll know to send you the upgrade code, or I don't have any account at all, but I would like one, then I will send you a link to join our subscription. Yeah, so this is very accessible, very user-friendly. It takes a little bit to kind of get the hang of it, but I can crank these out now pretty quick just because I've made so many of them and I keep it super simple. But again, they're on our YouTube channel. Jen Lieben has some very good short videos for doing fancier things. Like she even describes if you take a video on your iPhone, how do you get a video from your iPhone to the WeVideo app? Green screen tricks, lots of green screen ideas, kind of finishing touches. So she is really excellent and would be a great resource for you to look at. If our account says member of Community Consolidated School District 21, yeah, then that should mean that you have the premium account. The premium account also removes the watermark from your videos, and I think expands the number of videos you can have, and of course gives you access to all of the premium library, the little video clips and images and things like that. So if you feel like you don't have all that stuff, let me know. But if it says that you're a member of our district, you should have the premium. I can also look and see in the user list if you're in there. If one is working on upgraded account on our team, do we all need the upgraded account? Now that is an interesting question. I would say if you're going to be doing WeVideo, just get the upgraded account. We have a few hundred extra licenses. And at the end of the year, I always go through, or in the beginning of the new year, I go through and remove last year's 8th graders so they're not still taking up accounts. So we really do have plenty of licenses for teachers. So I would definitely say everybody who's working on it, you want the upgraded account.